In the trembling heat of an Asian summer, where the air hangs heavy with the scent of damp soil and rotting leaves, a quiet menace stirs beneath the forest floor. It is not the roar of a tiger or the glide of a serpent that sends shivers through this undergrowth, but something far smaller, an elusive shadow threading through the mulch, sharp as a whispered threat. Here, in the dim geometry of roots and moss, the Asian needle ant begins its restless march. Sleek, dark-bodied, and glinting like obsidian shards, they move with a confidence born from evolutionary precision, each step tuned to the hum of survival. Their mandibles click softly, a rhythm almost imperceptible, but the stinger they carry, long, slender, and potent, is what has carved their reputation into the memory of ecosystems across continents. For hidden within that stinger is a venom capable of rewriting the balance of an entire landscape. They navigate through a world few eyes ever linger on, a labyrinth of decaying fibers, fungal threads, and the ghostly glow of microbial life. Every fragment of fallen bark becomes a highway, every curled leaf a fortress. In these intimate chambers of earth, their senses sharpen to signals we cannot hear. Pheromone trails drifting like invisible rivers, vibrations tremoring through soil grains, the ephemeral scent of a rival colony brushing against the edge of their awareness. Though barely a centimeter long, each worker carries within her a blueprint as old as the forests themselves. A map of instincts that dictates when to forage, when to retreat, and when to unleash the unforgiving sting that gives the Asian needle ant its name. As dawn breaks, pale and filtered through a canopy that seems stitched from centuries of growth, the colony awakens. Workers emerge from their hidden nest, often tucked inside rotting logs or beneath stones, each one a dark ember slipping into the light. Their exoskeletons shimmer with a subtle iridescence, revealing the fine segmentation of their bodies, the needle-like stinger folded beneath them like a promise. These ants are opportunists, foragers with a boldness uncommon among their peers. They do not fear the territories of others, they invade them. And in that audacity lies one of the most remarkable and unsettling chapters of their story. For the Asian needle ant is an invader not just in spirit, but in fact. Across Japan, Korea, China, and Vietnam, they have long been part of the intricate tapestry of the forest. But as global trade carved new routes across the sea, these ants found themselves carried abroad, to the United States, to Europe, stowed away among shipments of plants, wood, and soil. And in every new land they touched, they did not simply survive, they conquered. Their venom grants them dominance over competitors like the notorious Argentine ant. Their tolerance for cold grants them footholds in climates where other invasive ants falter. Their flexibility in nesting lets them claim spaces in forests, fields, and even the quiet corners of human homes. They spread like a slow, relentless tide, reshaping ecosystems not through brute force, but through methodical certainty. Now, as the morning light strengthens, a patrol encounters movement, a lone termite worker drifting too far from its colony. The response is instantaneous, instinctual. A single needle ant lunges, seizes, and pierces. The stinger slides in cleanly, delivering alkaloid venom that floods the termite system. Paralysis comes swiftly. Death arrives quietly. Within moments, more ants converge, their legs whispering across the forest floor as they lift the prize and vanish into shadow. This is their economy, the steady harvesting of protein, the constant feeding of a colony that may house thousands. Within the nest, queens brood in darkness, tended by workers that feed them, clean them, protect them. The cycle repeats with a cold precision that feels almost mechanical, yet underneath it pulses the vulnerable truth of every living thing, the desperate need to continue. But beneath the poetry of their movement lies a sharper reality. The sting of the Asian needle ant is not only a sentence for their prey, it can provoke severe allergic reactions in humans, even anaphylaxis. The venom is a whisper of danger woven into daily life in regions where they thrive. They do not seek out conflict with creatures as large as us, yet their presence alone rewrites the subtle boundaries between caution in carelessness. Their nests, scattered unpredictably, turn forest paths and garden stones into thresholds of risk. As noon approaches, the light filtering through the canopy shifts, painting broken beams across the ground. The ants retreat from the harshest heat, slipping back into their nest to tend larvae, pale, helpless crescents that pulse with the promise of future workers. Here in the humid chamber, biology and fate intertwine. Worker ants groom the larvae meticulously, coating them with antimicrobial secretions, guarding them from parasitic fungi and predatory mites. The colony breathes together, an organism made of thousands of bodies but a single shared purpose. Through their chemical language, they speak in gradients of urgency and calm, in signals of hunger, invasion, opportunity. Theirs is a society founded on cooperation so complete that individuality dissolves into the swarm. But as the afternoon darkens toward dusk, the forest stirs again. A rival ant species approaches, larger, more numerous, determined to defend the territory it has claimed. For most species, such encounters end in disorganized skirmishes, a flurry of legs and mandibles. But the Asian needle ant fights with a cold, cutting discipline. Workers fan out, forming a jagged line. The first contact is explosive, a clash of bodies, crackle of snapping mandibles. Yet within seconds, the needle ants begin to dominate. They maneuver with surgical intent, slipping beneath their opponent's defenses, delivering precise, venomous stings. One by one, the rivals fall, convulsing, defeated. Victory does not bring celebration, only continuation. The needle ants press forward, expanding their invisible empire, one fallen leaf at a time. Night arrives gently, carrying the earthy perfume of cooling soil. Shadows stretch long, and the forest hum descends into a softer key. It is in this darkness that the full power of the colony becomes evident. Workers stream out again, resilient against the chill, seeking food, scouting new nest sites, carving new boundaries. They are architects of dominance, sculptors of ecological fate. And yet, despite their invasive prowess, they are also vulnerable. Heavy rains can drown nests. Parasites can infiltrate brood chambers. A single crushed queen can end the story of thousands. Their power is immense, but never guaranteed. Still, they endure. They expand. They adapt. The Asian needle ant is a reminder that nature's greatest upheavals often arrive not with thunder, but with silence, with the slow, deliberate steps of a creature scarcely larger than a grain of rice. And as the night deepens, as the ants continue their unseen labor beneath moss and stone, the forest whispers a truth older than memory, that life, in all its fierce beauty, is shaped not only by the giants that walk above, but by the needles that move below, carving their legacy into the trembling heart of the earth.